Here's the snap. It's a good one. The left footer gets off a whale of a punt. Walton moves to his left to field it. Fumbles it around right there at the 36. Finally just falls on it at about the 37 and a half, 38-yard line. So Lebanon will take over there.
40 yards on the kick by Thomas. 2 on the return by Walton. Lebanon takes over. 11:45 to go in the period. On top 3-0. This score from Turney Ford Field in Gordonsville. The Tigers of Gordonsville lead Watertown at the half 12-0. 12-0. Gordonsville leads Watertown.
So Lebanon puts the offense back out on the field. 1st and 10 from just outside their own 37. Salas, of course, at quarterback. I formation. Benford, you're up back. Gaines deep. Taz White, the offset on the right. Boy, and that one was going nowhere as Benford takes the handoff and stumbled right at the line, and he'll go down at the line of scrimmage. It looks like they'll mark him just about a half a yard shy of the line, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and a long 10.
Bob Lee, I can't hear the whistle up here, but several of the Lebanon players were pointing like the whistle should have blown. Was it a late whistle?
Tommy, I couldn't hear it either because I got these headphones on, so it's hard for me to pick it up as well.
So Lebanon facing a 2nd and 11 from the 36 and a half. Salas under center, I formation. Going across in formation is Matthew Maynard. They give it to the deep back. Gaines, he works over here to the right, tries to get a block from Benford. Nothing happening. Thomas strung it out, and there comes that name that we didn't really want to call, but that's a Takpu as he penetrates and brings him down for about a 3-yard loss.
Takpu playing the corner in a 3-deep secondary look. They play 5-3 up front and let those corners play a 3-deep zone, and occasionally they will match up man to man. Lebanon now in a 3rd down and very long as they deploy with a split receiver, only one wide, and that is Walton.
So Gaines and Benford in the backfield with Salas as he's in shotgun formation. 3rd and 14. Salas steps up in the pocket, wings one over here, too high for Walton. Boy, it could have been a late hit that time. Was moving up there in the back was Dominique Reed, but nonetheless incomplete, 4th down, and Lebanon will send out the punting unit.
So 3 and out for the Blue Devils, incomplete on the pass. Tribble goes into punt formation for Lebanon. Deep to return for the Warriors of Riverdale is Lawrence.
So Tribble back, LeBron Lawrence deep for Riverdale. Walton in motion for the gunner. Tribble just gets it off. Might have been tipped, actually. That one's going to hit in Riverdale territory, take a bounce sideways, a little bit of a Lebanon roll, and it'll be down just outside the 41. So effective again, not huge, but at least he did get it out of there.
Got it out of there. 24 yards, no return by the Warriors. Want to remind you to stay tuned for halftime. Terry Stafford will have all the scoring summary, individual and team numbers as this game is flying through right now. We want to remind you this is Lebanon High football on WANT Lebanon.
Here's Thomas back under center. That familiar wing T formation. Hunter the fullback. They'll give to him. He's met right there and brought down. No, it's going to be a keeper. There's that misdirection one more time. Thomas kept it and works it out close to midfield. They'll mark him down just shy of the 50. Right at the 49, so that'll bring up a 2nd and a long 3.
Again, faking the fullback in the middle. Flag in the middle of the field. Mark off apparently going to be against the Warriors.
Wow.
Quarterback Thomas had a nice game, but they are going to call a hold, and that's going to back them up. Terry, there have been some penalties against the Warriors so far tonight.
Tommy, just 2 against the Warriors now for 15 yards. Lebanon with 3 penalties for 20 yards.
Boy, and a running team cannot afford 10-yard penalties. That'll set it up. 1st down and about 17, as that was a spot foul. They'll put it down just inside their 35. Thomas gives to McClain across the formation. He's got a hole at the 45, midfield, 45, and a shoestring tackle on this backside might have saved a touchdown, as coming across to make that tackle was Ty Cross, and that could have been a touchdown saver, Tommy.
They ran the slice trap back to the inside. They Give it to McLean going against the grain. 25 yards. Biggest game of the night for the Warriors, and they now cross over into Lebanon territory. 9:25 to go in the half. Lebanon still on top, 3-0.
So 1st and 10 Riverdale just outside the Lebanon 40. Here's Thomas back under center. 3 deep backfield. Thomas keeps it, moves over here to the left, puts a great move on Ty Cross, works his way all the way down close to another first down, and I believe he's got it at about the 31. Just shy of the 30.
Cross had a bead on him in the backfield, but Thomas with the quick feet makes just a quick little inside move, took it in there for first down yardage.
Boy, and Cross with his shoes on one side and the socks on the other, that was a great move by Scott Thomas. So 1st and 10 Riverdale just outside the Lebanon 30, trailing 3-0 with 8:54 and counting here in the first half. Scott Thomas back under center, split backfield. Thomas keeps again. He'll weave his way through traffic and work his way down inside the 25, and they'll mark him down at the 23. So he's about 3 yards shy of another first down for Riverdale. So 2nd and 3 from the 23.
Sequoia Reeves on the tackle, and he reaches down and helps Thomas to his feet. His brother, of course, played quarterback here and is now on the roster at the University of Memphis, I think playing in the secondary for the Tigers.
So in the backfield, Monty Newsom along with Locke. Here's Thomas. They give to McLean. McLean stumbles over his own player. He's finally met and brought down at the 20. I believe he's got enough for another Riverdale first down. So Riverdale just starting to kind of methodically plod on down the field as they move the chains one more time.
Lattimore and Dillon check back into the lineup for Lebanon. Out of the game goes Cannon and Robert Allen. Calderon Williams comes out. Lebanon got some more beef in there. 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Lebanon still on top, 3-0.
So Newsom and McLean and another penalty. And let's hope it's not a neutral zone infraction. Wow. That's unbelievable.
Lebanon lined up in the neutral zone. That'll cost them 5, make it a first down and 5. You got to line up on the ball, fellas.
Wow, so a couple times Lebanon has been caught, and you just can't give a rushing team like Riverdale 1st and 5 too many times. Here comes Scott Thomas back under center. Backfield of Newsom, McLean, and Locke. And he'll give it to Locke. Locke weaves his way across. He's met and brought down just outside the 11. Great tackle that time by Adrian Woods up from his cornerback spot. Had some help, though.
Kapliner comes in there to help as well. The thing about the wing tee, they're trying to get more bodies on you than you have to defenders to ward off all those blockers. They're just student body left, student body right. You watch where those guards pull, and more often than not, they will lead you to the football.
So 2nd and 2 for Riverdale at the 12. Is Thomas back under center one more time. McLean in the backfield along with Newsom. Locke in a wingback spot. They'll give it to the up back, which is Newsom, and he'll work his way across the 10, just inside the 10 for a first down. So 1st and goal, Riverdale just outside the 9-yard line, trailing 3-0 with 6:51 to go here from Tomahawk Stadium in Murfreesboro.
Lebanon's defense huddles. Trying to pull off a stop down here. Walton signals to the Lebanon crowd and the band, hey, let's have some noise.
So 1st and goal from just outside the 8. Thomas back under center as McLean and Newsom are in the backfield. Thomas keeps it, moves to his left. Boy, a great stop. No thank you. Roderick Carruthers meets him and bear hugs him and takes him down right at the 10, so a loss of about a yard, Tommy.
Adrian Woods helps on that play as Thomas fakes inside, comes out on the bootleg, and Carruthers, the big kid for Lebanon, Carruthers, a sophomore, 240-pounder, is playing at that defensive end spot, sheds a blocker and makes the tackle.
So great stay-at-home defense that time for the Blue Devils. Will set it up 2nd and 10 or 2nd and goal for Riverdale. Thomas keeps it. He'll roll to his right. He's looking towards the end zone. And now you see why Riverdale does not pass. That was 3 yards behind the receiver. So 3rd and goal for Riverdale on the incomplete pass. The clock stops with 5:55 to go here in the first half.
Thomas on the rollout to the right was looking for the receiver, Rydell Mays, hooking up in the corner of the end zone.
Was that tip, Tommy?
No, it was not. Matthew Maynard was on coverage and wouldn't let him. The pass was too far inside the hash mark. Mays had worked his way outside the hash, and Maynard just sat down and wouldn't let Mays get back to the football. Good coverage.
Thomas under center. Pitches wide right to Locke. He's got a shoestring move, runs into his own man. Gang tackled at about the 3, maybe even closer than that, so short of the touchdown, of course. And that'll bring up a 4th down, so decision time for Riverdale, and their offense continues to stay on the field, so I don't think there's much decision to it, as they'll actually spot it down at the 3.
Whoever hit Locke that time knocked his hand warmer off of him, just completely disassembled that little piece of a warming equipment there. Lebanon hit him with some authority. Riverdale's going to go 4th down, and there will be a timeout on the field. The Warriors are going to burn a timeout. 5:21 to go in the first half. Lebanon leads 3-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Just outside the 4-yard line, Lebanon's defense trying to make a stand here and protect this 3-0 lead. Riverdale took the timeout. They want to make sure they've got the right personnel on the field.
So tremendous opportunity for this Blue Devil defense to keep points off the board and maintain that lead as Riverdale elects to go for the 1st down or the touchdown. They cannot get a touchdown without a 1st down.
They're lining up for the field goal.
Wow, they are.
Bob, you've got the call of the field goal attempt.
Tommy, it's marked at the 11. The ball club set, the snap's down, the kick's up, and it is good. 5:17 left to go in the half, and it's Lebanon 3, Riverdale 3.
As they go 54 yards in 10 plays and then have to settle for a 21-yard field goal by Jasper Driscoll. So we've got 5:17 left in the first half, and the score is now Lebanon 3, Murfreesboro Riverdale 3.
We've got a first half score from Pirtle Field at Friendship Christian. The Commanders lead Trousdale County with about 6 minutes to go in the half by a score of 14-0.
So Walton deep, Hastings and Gaines, the flankers, back there with him, and it's a short kick. Gaines will field it at the 15. He's got a little bit of a wedge out to the 20, the 25, a burst, 30, 35, 40. Boy, he was about 1 tackle away from getting some more major yardage, but Riverdale finally brings him down at the 11 and 40, so good field position for the Blue Devils to start this drive.
How about a return of 26 yards by Carlos Gaines? So with 5:05 to go in the half, we're knotted at 3-3. Lebanon will scrimmage at their own 40-yard line.
And here comes Lebanon. They'll break the huddle with that power run formation, as we mentioned earlier. Dustin Allen and Tim Blankenship will flank the line either side. Cass White stays in as the tight end. Benford, you're up back. Oh, my goodness, as the left tackle or the left guard moves again, and I believe that's Mofield. Wow.
5-yard mark off against the Blue Devils. So it'll be 1st and 15 at the 35. No time off the clock. 5:05 to go in the half. 3-3 your score.
So Salas moves back under center. I formation. Benford, you're up back. Gaines deep. Now Maynard moves in motion. They'll give it to the up back. Benford. Not much room up in the middle there as he works it out across the 35 to about the 37, maybe close to the 38. No, closer to the 37. So 2nd down and about 13.
Up front for Lebanon, they have Dustin Allen is in as an extra tight end. Over here with opposite him will be Timmy Blankenship, 2 big overgrown tackles wearing 30 numbers, low numbers to get extra blockers in there.